Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're back with another sketchbook tour. Today's sketchbook is a Zen Art Supplies sketchbook. I like these. They're fun little marker sketchbooks. They're kind of small. I think this is a 7x9. So it's a little bit smaller than an 8.5x11, just a little bit smaller, but no, it's a 7x10. It's a 7x10. And when I was drawing in it, I did not like the size. I sort of kind of hated it. So I did not like working in it. So I actually used the majority of this sketchbook as a thumbnail sketchbook. So nothing really in here is finished. There's like a couple of finished drawings, but honestly, most of it's like thumbnail stuff. So if you like thumbnail doodles, that's gonna be the majority of this sketchbook. This is a marker sketchbook specifically. It's got pretty thin paper, and it's not white paper. It's off-white. I'm not sure if it's like eggshell or ivory or what. It's not as yellow as the paper of the sketchbook that I usually use. The one that I'm currently using anyway, the Doodle Art Supply sketchbook, that paper is very yellow, but this sketchbook paper is also off-white. So if that bothers you, I would not recommend it. But I've gotten over stuff like that, so it doesn't really bother me. So I did actually buy a new one of these because I remember that I do like it. I like the way that it takes markers, but I didn't like the size at the time. But I am okay with the size now. I've gotten over my size disparities when it comes to sketchbooks, thankfully. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with this sketchbook tour, you guys. So I started the sketchbook in December of 2019 and finished it in September of 2020, which seems like a long time, and it is a long time, but this is not my primary sketchbook. This is around the time where I started using more than one sketchbook at a time. So since this one was my thumbnail sketchbook, I wasn't drawing it every day, so it wasn't so bad that it took me so long. The first page is a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, I was not comfortable drawing in a sketchbook this size, so I wasn't really sure what to do with it. But the first thing I did was draw a clown. I had a period of time where I drew a lot of clowns. I don't particularly like or dislike clowns. I think they're kind of creepy, but they can also be kind of cute. There's one artist on YouTube that I like, Chris Hong. She draws a lot of clowns, and the way she draws clowns is very cute. So this was not inspired by her. This is before I ever found her YouTube channel, but I was drawing clowns for a while. There's some guy. He looks ugly. Not really my favorite. I think that one's supposed to be a girl, but I can't remember. I think that hand is backwards. No, it just looks weird. But that's okay. Sorry about all that sound. My dog is shuffling around. She's got stuff she wants to do, you guys. Next page, nothing really going on. Like I said, this was a really awkward size for me at the time, so I really did not know what to do with it. Some more doodles. I don't remember what was going on here, but it looks bad. It looks really bad. I don't remember what this is. Sorry about the little piece of paper. But I do have some drawings in here that were in my body horror / gore phase, so I'm gonna have to cover them up. So sorry about that. And this paper is like super thin because it is marker paper. So yeah. But anyway, moving on from this, whatever this is, a drawing of a guy. He's a little sideways though. I think I wanted these to be glasses, and then I turned them into goggles. So yeah, not my favorite drawing ever, but it's okay. I guess. This is a little guy. Isn't he cute? What I didn't like about the sketchbook also is it's actually not very lay flat. That's what I kind of find with these soft bound sketchbooks. I'm not a big fan of soft bound sketchbooks personally. I like hardbound sketchbooks, hardcover, just because they do lay flat a little bit better. I don't know if it's less of a problem because I take my sketchbook less places now. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to, but it does still bother me a lot, if I'm being honest. A drawing of a body I never finished because I finished it over here. Look at that, so cute, so beautiful. Don't mind that part. I think there was a drawing on the other side when I colored this in, so it kind of bled. Or no, the piece of paper that I was using as a bleed page had ink on it, so it bleeds through. This is a drawing of Sakura from Delightful's channel. She makes custom dolls, and some of her custom dolls I find very inspiring. I think you guys saw a picture I drew of one of her other dolls. So yeah, this is her doll Sakura. I don't think this drawing does her justice. Because this is actually a point in time where I was trying to get into colored line art, and I don't like that. I think I should just made it black. It's not that I don't like colored line art. I do, but all the line art is different colors, and that's what I don't like about colored line art. I prefer when it's all the same color. So if it had all been probably like this pink right here, I think I would have liked it more. Except for the face. The face needs to be a little bit darker just for contrast's sake, just that way you can see the lines a little bit, the eyes a little bit better. Some more planning drawings. Drawing of a guy who looks like Hope but isn't Hope. It says foot inside of gold coins. Whatever the hell that means, you guys. I don't know. This also says gold, jewels and gold. So I don't know what this is planning for. I think this is actually a redraw I was gonna do for a piece that I did a long time ago, like 10 years ago at this point, of a pharaoh, but she was like a girl pharaoh. What's like the wife of the pharaoh called? I actually don't know. But she like had an ankh and stuff. I guess she was actually a pharaoh because she was holding the ankh and she had like the crown on. So I guess she was the pharaoh. But I don't know. I didn't know anything about pharaohs at the time. But yeah, I think I was going to redraw it. But then I never did. Which is unusual for me because you guys know I love a redraw. More planning out of that drawing that I didn't finish. This is like her inside the sarcophagus and it had been opened. And then there's a person here. And I guess they're dead because they were grave robbers. And I guess the mummy's curse got them. Anyway. I had to test out my markers on the paper to see what they looked like because, like I said, this is off-white paper. And trust me, you guys, you think you know what your markers are going to look like on paper, but then you do a drawing and it doesn't look like how you thought it did at all. So I always test your shit when you get something new. I'm just going to say that. I don't really do it anymore, but I really should. Some drawings. I was planning out a drawing of this girl with, like, sunflowers. I never drew it, but I planned it out. I sure did. These are actually kind of cute. Maybe I will do one in my finished artwork sketchbook. I kind of like this one, but like she looks so happy here. This one is a little bit, like it's all smiley. This one I don't really like where she's just like arms out in a field. Probably not my favorite, but I don't know. They're all very cute. Cute ideas anyway. A drawing of like an elf, but she's blue. This was me planning for a different drawing in a different sketchbook in my main sketchbook at the time, which you guys will see in the next sketchbook video. I was working on them concurrently, so I was planning out a drawing of Shinzo from My Hero Academia. That sketchbook actually has quite a few drawings for My Hero Academia in there, just because I'd been into it before, but I was like, I should do some full pieces, and so I did. And this was me planning out how I wanted to do Shinzo's eyes. I think I ended up going with this. But I don't like that at all. Because I remember when I look at that drawing, I really don't like it that much. But we'll talk about it next week when you see it. Do I have to cover that up? I don't think so. Implied gore? It's not graphic. But like, the person's been sewed up and they're like coming undone. They're ripping themselves open? I don't know. Dark. And here's a little thumbnail drawing of that little Shinzo I was talking about. It's like 180 degrees. Look at that cute little drawing. Look at that guy. He's crying. Anyway, a drawing of a slime guy I never finished. I can understand why, because I actually don't really like it that much. I was trying to practice drawing chibis again, but I'm not very good at drawing chibis. Some more chibi practice. Another chibi. Obviously they have fast food outfits on. Sorry, I cannot remember words. Because I was working in fast food at the time, and also some of my characters are fast food characters, so I was practicing for that. And also I had drawn these for my job because my boss was like, you do art, right? And I was like, yeah. And I'd done artwork before for the restaurant. She's like, can you do some more to like celebrate the app coming out, like for the app? Or this is actually for birthday parties. I did something else for the app. I was like, can you do something for the birthday board? And I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I guess so. And I only say that not because I don't like to draw. It's just that I was never paid or compensated for that work. And so I was kind of like, I wish I didn't tell people that I know how to draw. And I really like try to downplay it now at any other job that I go to, because I'm like, I do not want to be stuck making artwork for other people. I tried to do commissions for a while, and I just realized I'm not a commission artist at all. I hate drawing shit for other people. I mean, when I have like the urge, like if I want to draw something for like my siblings or whatever, I'll draw it for them for sure. But like other randos, I'm like, I don't want to draw anything for you. That's just not the kind of artist I am. I'm sorry. This is me doing more planning out for a drawing. This was a drawing I was doing of Dobby from My Hero. And spoiler alert, if you're not caught up to My Hero, but I think this has been out for a while, the secret. But at the time, people did not know that spoilers, for real. Spoilers, you guys. If you don't care about My Hero, then go ahead and keep watching. Or if you know what happens, keep watching. But if you are watching My Hero and it's before like they do like the war arc against the villains, maybe like just click away. Anyway, this was before people knew that Dabi was Todoroki's brother. So what's it called? Dabi is, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm blanking so hard. Oh, Toya. This is before people knew that Dabi was Toya. And so I wanted to make a Dabi is Toya piece, like the theory, because that was a big theory for a long time in the My Hero Academia fandom, and it turned out to be true. So this was me. It was gonna be a drawing of Dabi, and he was like making himself. He was making Toya Todoroki in the smoke, and he's all sad and stuff because he had a sad life. And I do have that drawing. That's the drawing you'll see next week. This is me just planning out how I wanted to make him look with the smoke. I tried this one first, I was like, no. And then I went with this one instead. This is a lot better. This was also planning for that Dabi piece. Dabi, whatever. This is me planning it out. Another drawing. This is me planning for this next drawing on this next page. Me testing out colors. Let's see, testing the colors. And this is the finished piece. This was for a Draw This in Your Style. I don't like this drawing. I think I put too much detail on her teeth. And it makes her teeth look weird. And also I did not do a good job erasing the blue under sketch. But look at how nice the markers look on this paper, you guys. Very nice. I like it a lot. I'm just sad that I kind of wasted the paper. More planning for a drawing. This is a drawing of a sheep lady. This is me doing the planning for it. Again, this drawing is in the next sketchbook. So sorry. I'm sorry. I guess this is kind of nice because you guys kind of get like a preview for the next sketchbook, but also kind of feels a little bit like a tease because I'm like, it's in the next sketchbook. And you're like, where are all the actual drawings? But like I said at the beginning, this is just a thumbnail sketchbook. So it's not really much finished stuff in here. I was going to draw Ashido. What's her name? Mina. I was going to draw Mina from My Hero. So I was doing some planning, some drawings, but I never did end up drawing her. I was going to do a comic for my fast food characters, and then I didn't do it. A bigger drawing, a thumbnail drawing that I did, and I didn't really like it, but I did it in pen just to try it out. I kind of like the energy of this. Like, it's all like, you know, staticky, kind of all over the place. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll redraw this sort of thing. Me planning out a drawing here, it's kind of hard to see, but they're like eating something. They kind of have mouths all over the place. I think this was supposed to be a cannibal piece, but I don't remember. Planning out more drawings. This was supposed to be like, what was this for? I don't remember. A lot of these drawings are gonna be indecipherable, unfortunately. This is some, this is gonna be something where it was kind of like that Coraline thing where you take your eyeball out and you like replace it with buttons, or you sew buttons into your eyes. That's what this one is. And then this is a different one where this person is like being pulled by strings by other people, and someone else had sewn their eyes closed and someone had taken their eyeball. And it's like, this is sort of a different piece where it's about like other people changing you. And this one is more about, I think this is the same thing. I think I just like this one better. I like the sketch better, a lot better, personally. I did end up doing something with thread. You guys won't see it because it is dark, but it's not this. I feel like I still like this concept. Planning out a drawing. This was an OC for one of my mutuals on Instagram, but I never finished the drawing, unfortunately. Planning out of a drawing of Taurus. Some paint swatches for when I tried painting. I don't like to paint, you guys. I have paint pens, and that makes painting moderately bearable, but like painting with a brush could not be me. That shit fucking sucks. These are some new markers I got at the time. I was just testing them out. I think I was doing maybe like, oh, I think this is back when Copic was doing those monthly art challenges where it was like 4 colors or colors of the month. That's what it was, colors of the month. And you had to draw something with colors of the month. And I never did anything with it. If you guys see something in this sketchbook, just honestly, most of the time, assume I didn't do anything with it, which is sad to say, but it's true. Oh, something I did do something with. So I was just planning out some drawings. I had like, this person was like being possessed, and this person also being possessed. And this was for an art challenge that I did with my mutual on Instagram, where we were taking like creatures from myths and drawing them. And so this was a creature from, technically from like ancient Greece, where they were basically like a ghost and they would possess people. I don't remember what the word was. I feel like This one's probably cooler. I'm not sure which was cooler, but I ended up going with this one, even though, and when I actually did a finished drawing, it was not cool at all. It looks like shit, but what can you do? And you'll see that in the next sketchbook. Sorry. This was another idea, same idea, but different drawing slightly, but pretty much the same, honestly. And I started doing these in pen because they're just supposed to be thumbnails, and I didn't want to be spending a lot of time doing thumbnail drawings, so I just switched over to pen so I could get them done kind of fast. More planning stuff I didn't really do anything with. Drawing I didn't finish. Another drawing I didn't finish. Another drawing I didn't finish. More swatches, but these are different markers, I swear. Or are they the same? I don't know. Why would I do swatches twice in the same sketchbook? I don't know, you guys. It's been a hot minute since I did this. I don't know what I was thinking here. Another drawing that I didn't finish, probably because I didn't like it. Another drawing. Another drawing. Planning out some drawings here. Drawing of Simmons from Red versus Blue. Another drawing of Simmons and Red versus Blue. Never finished them though. Wow, look at that, you guys. Some actually finished artwork. Oh my goodness. This is for Draw This in Your Style for my mutual on Instagram. And I actually finished this drawing. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at how nice the markers look on this paper, you guys. I kind of wish that I hadn't wasted the paper on not doing marker drawings on it. But I have a new one, so I'll be able to do marker drawings on that one eventually. But yeah, this was their Draw This in Your Style. Theirs looks a lot better than mine, but because I tend to get lazy when I do drawings, but I'm trying not to be lazy anymore. But yeah, I feel like this one is still nice. I still like this one a bit. I mean, I feel like I could have like maybe went over it with like that purple, so the whole thing would kind of have a lighting of like purple to match the water, so it wouldn't stand out that much. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? Another drawing of like birthday cake, 3D birthday cake. I think this is another rehash of that cannibal idea. And then again, tried to draw bigger, but it didn't go anywhere. I did it again, and I still didn't like it. A drawing that I actually used. I used this drawing. I made this drawing because I wanted to plan out this paper video. I've talked about this paper video so many times in previous videos, you guys. I had an idea to compare different kinds of paper for what was the best for markers. And this was a drawing I was going to use, and I was going to print this on different papers to try out. And I did do that. I have like 20 of these fuckers sitting around somewhere because I was going to do the whole video. But I scrapped it. But if you guys are interested in a video about paper, I can make one. I just won't be able to do this drawing just because it's so way out of proportion. Like, look how big her fucking head is and compared to her head. Awful, you guys, awful. The hands are kind of cute though. This one. The other one's not so much, but that one's kind of cute. Planning out of a siren drawing. I do make a finished version of this, but it's not in a sketchbook. It's actually in my finished artwork binder. I don't know if I'll ever show you guys that one, but it has a lot of finished work in that one. Well, honestly, it only has finished work. That's kind of like the whole point of it. But it goes through like my whole art journey, because for a while I was putting all my finished artwork on my wall, but then I would look at it and I'd be like, I'm sick of looking at these old ass drawings, so I'd pack them away in shame. I might want to put them back up, but not right now because this house is a rental. So maybe when I get my own house to live in. And like in frames. Before they were just taped to the wall, which is kind of tacky. But this is the finished sketch for that drawing of the mermaid that you saw planned out. But I do have the finished artwork somewhere around here. This was a Draw This in Your Style. I did not finish it in this sketchbook, but I do finish it in a later sketchbook. And honestly, it kind of makes me sad because it's probably one of the best artworks I've ever made. And it was for Draw This in Your Style. So I kind of like, I can't really show it to people because I can't be like, look at this beautiful art I made, because it's like based on someone else's design. I mean, theirs was a digital artwork and mine is a marker artwork, so it is slightly different. And I did draw it in my style, but also I'm like, no, I don't want to show people because when people ask you if I can draw, I can be like, yeah. And for a while, it was my background on my phone because I liked it so much, and I still like it a lot. But I was like, then people ask me about it and they'll be like, did you draw that? And I'd be like, yeah, I drew that, but it's not my character. And so now my phone background is my own character that I drew. It's still a nice drawing, but I still like that one a lot more. Anyway, this was the base sketch that I did for it. I didn't like the way it was coming out though. And then I did another version of it, but I didn't like the way it was coming out. So there is a third and final version in a different sketchbook you guys will see eventually. This was going to be another Doll in Your style. I didn't finish it though. I wasn't like the way his head was turning out because he has 6 eyes and I could not get the eyes to fit. I was like, the head's way too big. Eyes are not going to fit on there. This was me planning out this drawing, the colors for it anyway, which again is not in the sketchbook, in a different sketchbook. Me planning out, these are some thumbnails for the comic with my characters, specifically Hope and James who work in a restaurant. This was me planning out some panels of that comic. I did a lot of planning and paneling out in here. This is actually for July. I was doing thumbnail sketches for the prompts, and again, these you'll see them in a different sketchbook. Sorry, you'll see them in a different sketchbook, but these are the planning out thumbnails. We'll see when you get to that sketchbook if you guys can remember what these thumbnails look like and what I did the days. I did not finish July that year, but I did a couple of them. I remember I did this one. I did this one. I did the snail one. What else did I do? I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it because I actually forgot about July, and so it was like, you see how it says day 10? It's because I already missed days 1 through 9, and so I was like, I gotta hurry and plan. I missed the days. So I was trying to get these out very quickly. I remember I like this pen, but it's actually a pen that I found on the ground. Okay, more planning. This is a planning out for the prompt that was snail. I like this thumbnail. The drawing did not come out as good as this thumbnail. This was the one for pirate. I feel like the one I did for pirate actually did come out pretty well. But I did pretty much translate 1-to-1 the thumbnail sketch for that. So if you guys, this is gonna be exciting next week when you see these finished drawings. More planning out. The one for Cyclops. This one was for Ghost. And then this one also for Snail. The other one, the Snail one, is better, I think, because it's got like perspective. And it's like these clouds are like whooshing. But yeah, this one's not as good. But I like the other one a lot. I did not do that thumbnail sketch justice. Thumbnailing out a drawing for the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. The Hex Girls are iconic, obviously, and so I wanted to do a drawing for them, and I never did because I got scared of drawing 3 characters in one drawing. I'm probably better at that now, but I'm not sure if I will do it. I don't have the motivation for it currently, but whenever I do get the motivation for it, you guys, you'll be the first to know. A drawing, I was going to turn it into a bookmark, and I never did. A thumbnail sketch of a guy. He is like the honey, not the honeycomb. What am I thinking of? He's like the hive. So basically, like you'll see he's like covered in bees, and he's got like these cracks in his body and his face because the bees are going inside because he is the hive, and he's got like honey spilling out of his mouth. I really like this concept. I've done a sketch for it, and then I never finished the sketch just because I was like, I had to draw so many fucking bees. Like half of his body was covered in bees, you guys. And I was gonna turn it digital, but then I was like, I got lazy because I was like, it's so many fucking bees. It'd take forever to make all these bees. It's still a good concept. I really like that concept. It's just that now it's been so long. It's been like 4 years since I drew that original drawing. And so it's like, I have to redraw it in my style currently because I feel like if I finish it in that old style, I'm gonna be like, it's not good because it's 4 years old. But it was just so many fucking bees. Have you ever guys tried to draw for insects? They're so hard to draw. There are so many little tiny pieces on a fucking bee. It's so annoying. And having to draw like 50 bees, kill me. Oh my god. But yeah, at first I was doing it traditionally, and I was like, I can't draw this many bees. It's taking forever. I'm gonna do something else. I can't spend the rest of my life drawing bees. Anyway, moving on. These were actually new markers that I got, so I was testing them out on the paper again. Bleed page. I was drawing of me for my birthday. I did the initial sketch and I didn't like it. And then I did this one, and I don't like that one either. Honestly, ugly. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. But what can you do? It's old, so it's fine. Like the arm. Look how long that arm is, you guys. And technically, it's in proportion because hands come down to the mid-thigh. Right, the tips of your fingers come down to your mid-thigh. So that is the mid-thigh. But look how fucking long that arm is. Gross. Ew. Hate it. Hate it. I don't like this one. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I don't like it. And look at how many wrinkles are on that shirt. I don't know how to draw clothes. I don't know how to draw wrinkles, but at least I can like fake it a little bit better now because that's insane. That's too many. It's too many wrinkles. A bleed page, because at this point I did not care about the sketchbook anymore. Planning out some more drawings. I was planning out an art style bend. I think it's called your evil art style now. But yeah, it's where you were changing, you were like flipping the way that you drew things. So I typically draw big eyes. You can see right here, big eyes, large lips, soft shading, black line art, bright colors. Typically what I do. So I was going to switch it and do the opposite of those things. This is me planning out the coloring for it because I was trying to use desaturated colors. Because usually I use very bright colors. We're planning out of drawings, but I can't remember what they were for. Blank page, pretty much. There's one little tiny drawing right there. Can you guys see that? This is actually me planning out some drawings. That's so funny. I don't know who did this. I had done a thumbnail sketch here, and someone had gone in my sketchbook and drawn their own version of it. I don't remember who did that. I don't remember that at all. It must have been my sister because it looked kind of reminiscent of her art style a little bit. I don't not remember that shit. What the fuck? Anyway, moving on past that. I was planning out Gore-tober. I was gonna do Gore-tober one year because I was getting into drawing gore, like I said. And so I was gonna do Gore-tober. And so these are pretty vague, so I don't feel a need to hide them from you guys or from YouTube. I didn't get very far though. I did this one. I did a lot of thumbnail sketches for these, or like I did a lot of sketches on these because I had actually made little cards for them because I was like, I'm not doing a big ass drawing every day for October. But so I did a bunch of little cards I made for them and I was sketching on those, and I made a lot of the sketches, but I didn't finish them. Like I did this one, I did finish this one, but I did a sketch for this one, didn't finish it. Did a sketch for this one, didn't finish it. And then other ones I did sketches for, and I didn't finish them. But I did really want to do them really bad because, like I said, I was really into gore at the time. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about doing it again now that I bring it up. Because I was like, I don't want to do Inktober this year because the guy who came up with Inktober is kind of a dick. But I kind of want to do some other drawing challenge. I just don't know what. But it's getting close to October, so I need to figure it out now. It's just like, I like to do those things in October, or I like to do monthly challenges, but they put out the list so fucking late in the month. They do it like 2 weeks before October. It's like, or not even 2 weeks, like the week before October starts. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do anything with a week of planning? I can't draw every day, okay? And like do it. But like, I have to figure it out. Maybe I will do it this year and I'll just draw them. I just hope that they give me the prompts sooner. Like, it's hard to make like a full piece every day. And I do like to plan them ahead, at least doing the sketch. Because if it's like Inktober and the whole point is for inking, then you can do the inking on the day. Just let me get the sketch out of the way first, you know what I mean? But we'll see, we'll see. I kind of want to do one the art challenge. It's been a hot minute since I've done one. Another drawing of me. I actually did this drawing of me because I did not want to take a picture of myself for a college class. And we needed to put a picture of ourselves up for like a website we were making. And I was like, I don't want to push a picture of myself. Can I put a drawing of myself? And my friend was like, oh yeah, that's so good. It shows off your personality. I was like, yeah, whatever. Do I have to, can I do it and not post pictures of myself? And she was like, yeah, great. And I was like, great, that's awesome. Planning out some drawings here. Planning up the colors. This is me planning out color composition for a different drawing. And I think that's everything. I actually ended up wasting the last few pages of the sketchbook, which makes me feel bad because I actually do like the paper a lot. I never put anything in the pockets of these. I don't really like working on loose paper. So anyway, that's the end of the sketchbook, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I know I did say that there wasn't much going on in this sketchbook because it was a thumbnail sketchbook, but this video ended up being pretty long because since they were little thumbnail doodles, I drew a lot more on each page, and so I didn't end up wasting the paper as much as I usually did back then, thankfully. I don't know when I actually start using the paper all the way, but soon, within the last few years, thankfully. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that most of these drawings, I kept saying, you'll see the finished one later. But like I said, it is a thumbnail sketchbook. Not really much finished stuff in here, but I hope the finished stuff that you guys did see was nice. I don't know if people enjoy sketches more or finished stuff more. I feel like me as an artist, I actually don't know. I actually do like a lot of people's sketches and stuff because I feel like they have a lot of energy, but I also do like finished artwork. So I feel like people prefer finished artwork, but it's a bitch to make, honestly. It takes forever. So honestly, personally, I prefer to just sketch stuff. But previously, I liked coloring stuff the most. But now that I've kind of dialed back on all the coloring, I enjoyed sketching a lot more. Anyway, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one.